here's part 2 of the video. I'm sorry this is really long. It's a lot of questions. Sorry, I'm saying a lot of ums. I don't like that. So for this one, there's a lot of Proverbs scriptures that all tie together. So the first one is in chapter 10, verses 18 through 19, then chapter 11, verse 13, then chapter 13, verse 3, and chapter 15, verse 1, and chapter 17, verse 9, chapter 18, verse 13, chapter 21, verse 23, and the last one is chapter 29, verse 11. I know that was a lot. I'm just going to read 2 of them. And the first one is in chapter 10, verse 18 and 19. He that hideth hatred with lying lips, and he that uttereth a slander is a fool. In the multitude of words there wanteth not sin, but he that refraineth his lips is wise. And then in chapter 21, verse 23. Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from troubles. I don't know if that's clear to you, but it's talking about gossip. When I figured that out, I was like, whoa, that makes so much sense to me. After reading them. It's so true. If you're spreading gospel, all your gospel, do spread gospel. My roommate's coming in. Do spread the gospel. If you're spreading gossip, you are just tangling yourself up in a web of lies, which is never good. You're just getting yourself into trouble. And when you hear those lies and you believe them, you're in just as much trouble. Because I remember in high school, all these people would try to, like, I can't believe that blah 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 did this. And I'm like, why would I care? That's probably a lie. Like, I never believed anything unless I went and talked to the person about it. And people would try to spread lies about me. And it never went very well because I had developed a reputation in the school with a lot of people. All of them understood that I wouldn't spread gossip. I wouldn't be involved with these things. And so whenever someone tried to do something like that, it never went very far. I'd always have these, like, I remember like sitting in school one day, and like all of a sudden I got all these texts. I was like, what the heck? And my friends were like, this person's trying to say this about you. Should I talk to them about it? And I was like, no, it's okay. People who know me aren't going to believe this, so. Spreading gospel is bad. Gossip. Why do I keep saying gospel? Moving on. Proverbs 16:32. I like this one. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city. So having power over oneself is important, and becoming a master of oneself is how you could say it. And it takes a lot of strength to do that. It's about not letting your emotions overcome your judgment. And I remember when I was younger, I had a really hard time with this. I mean, my parents saw it a lot, and some of my friends did. I had a quick temper, and it wasn't a very good one. And so I've had to learn to conquer that over the years. Sometimes when I'm really angry, I'll count. I do that 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and I'll go all the way down. A lot of times I'll leave the situation. I find that's best for me, just to. Sometimes I can't. But when I can, I just walk out and I'll do something else, just to get myself away from it. The next part is in Proverbs chapter 23, verse 7. And this one's about controlling your thoughts, which can be very difficult. Because thinking about stuff like that is almost as bad as doing it. It's the first step is to think about it, so you have to get over that. And the ways I've tried to do it is I think of something good. If something bad starts going, I'm like, oh, I think of something good. Oftentimes, I'll sing a song. It doesn't have to be a church song, but I'll just sing a good song. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. And it brings me back into, okay, I've got this. And so, often, that's how I do it best. And hopefully that will help you if ever you're in that train of thought and you want to get out. The last part is in Proverbs 31 and it's verses 10 through 31. It's a lot. I have this whole page pretty much scripture marked, but it asks me, oh my god, I'm really sorry. It's a description of a godly woman, and it asks me to list 5 qualities I believe are important and why. So the first one I found is being willing to work. A woman, anyone, I think this applies for both, but oh, I'm yawning so much. You have to be willing to work. Your hands will get dirty. You have to get through a lot. And if you just want to sit there and just let things be, then you're going to have a lot of difficulty in your life. The second one is being giving. If you're going to have children, you can't be willing to give them things, then you're not really a mother. And being a mother is one of the greatest things you can be as a woman. So that's why it's so important to me. You need to be wise. You're going to be having children, and they're going to be looking to you for help. And if you can't give any, then that's a problem. You need to be there to help your children get through hard times. And if you can't give them any advice, then how are you a mother? There's a lot of things that qualify as being a mother, and that's another one of them. You need to be kind and loving. No one wants a sourpuss. You gotta love someone. You gotta love your children. You gotta love others. And last is to be faithful. You need to be a woman of God. You have to know where to put your trust. And so being faithful is part of being a godly woman too. So these are things I found. I know this is a lot. I think I went on a lot of rants, but I think I got all my thoughts through. So hopefully you will look through Proverbs and find your own teachings in there. And I'm really sorry. I hope you can get your thoughts straight and learn a lot from this. So good luck in studying and continue with scripture reading. Bye!